What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're taking a look at Chainlink and its recent price action, and make sure to watch the video till the end for a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. First things first, please smash the likes, subscribe and hit the bell icon. YouTube is not pushing crypto content out currently and our subscribers aren't getting notifications, so make sure to join our free Telegram to stay up to date with all of our videos as they are posted. Links in the description. It really helps if you hit the like. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. And make sure to comment down below for your chance to win a hardware wallet in our new monthly giveaway. We'd also like to thank you all so much for your support. We've just hit 10k subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, we're just letting you know YouTube is censoring our content currently from what we can tell. Our reach to new viewers is officially down around 80% lower than what it was a month ago, so make sure to hit the like button. It just really helps more people see our content. We've just hit 10k subs, so thank you so much for all of your support as well. We make daily videos, so make sure to check back every day, or you can join the Telegram in the description to get updates of every video being posted. So if we just take a look at Chainlink here, we can see that recently we have been absolutely slammed down, as you can quite clearly tell. Actually, let me just see if I can get... Okay, this chart is probably pretty good, actually. If we just take a look at this, as we can see here. Let me just make sure this is pretty accurate. As you can see, we've obviously... This is over the past 2 years on a daily time frame. You can see that Chainlink has been steadily going up in value here. I guess you could also... Can you actually duplicate on this? I guess you can't duplicate stuff. I'll just put another line here so you can kind of see what's going on in our estimation. Whoa, look at that. That's what a logarithmic charts get you. Crazy stuff like that. Okay, so as you can see, it does look as though Chainlink is heading up in somewhat of a channel here. Oh my god. Let me just draw this in because it's just get a bit ridiculous. Okay, so as you can see, Chainlink here, it does look as though it's coming up in a bit of a channel. As you can quite clearly tell, there have been times where we've got a bit overextended outside the channel in either direction, but overall, moving upwards in a channel like this. So by our estimation, obviously things recently haven't been great. We have actually dropped from around $52 here all the way down to a current price of around $17.50. That's about a 70% drop, all the way down to the bottom, 72% drop. So obviously that's absolutely insane. If we just take a look at the March crash, for example, this was actually around a 72% drop as well, which is pretty interesting in our opinion, 73%. So if we just compared these side by side, they are actually pretty bang on, decently similar corrections from what we can see. And obviously you can see what happened after this. We actually went up a whopping 1,357% afterwards. So just for argument's sake, let's just say from the bottom here, we went up 1,300 and 1,000, what was it? Let's just say 1,300% just to be safe. As you can see, if we went up about this, we would be looking at around a $211 Chainlink. Basically in the next, how long does this take here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the next 6 months or so, we could be looking at a $200-ish Chainlink if we got a similar performance. And we did basically adhere to what we can tell is this kind of this channel that we've been going upwards here inside of here for the past few years. As you can see, this chart kind of starts at the start of January 2019. And as you can see, it's been a few years later and we have been moving upwards inside of this channel. So obviously if we back tested these levels here, we went up about that again in the next 6 months or so, started to come back up, get back up into the middle of this channel and keep going up. We could be looking at that $200-ish Chainlink in the next 6 months or so. So if it's July now, we could say August, September, October, November, December. So in January-ish time, we could potentially be looking with another nice little run up inside this channel. Could potentially be looking at that 200-ish and $210-ish Chainlink from what we can tell, as you can see here. Let me just extend out these lines so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Basically, if we have another little impulsive wave upwards, because obviously we've had, as you can see, a run up here, consolidation. We had the big sell-off, obviously, which is a bit more of a steep correction, but a big run-up, consolidation. We had a big run-up here. Now we're having a bit of a pullback and consolidation. All fairly similar from what you can see. We've had big runs up, followed by sideways, runs up, sideways. So currently, we're probably stuck, as you can see. If I just remove all my squiggly lines, you can quite clearly see that we're in a consolidation and pullback area here where we've retested previous support, previous swing highs here as support, which is nice to see. Back testing previous levels at around this $15 level. Things looking really healthy in our opinion. Obviously we're bouncing around here, but as you can see, we're looking pretty oversold, as you can quite clearly tell here on the daily time frame. As we said, the last time we were this oversold for Chainlink was around here when we had this big correction to the downside, but we did come back up here, chopped sideways as you can see, and then another big impulsive wave up. So I mean, this in our opinion looks pretty damn similar to this, doesn't it? And as you can see, what happened next, we found a nice little bottom as we found here. We chopped it upwards and sideways and we ground it out for a few months here, coming back to the upside as you can see, and then obviously a bump to the upside. So I mean, if we did something similar to this, for example, which we did basically last year before the bull run, we could say we had the big run up just like this. We came back down, retested previous levels of support, chopped it sideways, retested it one more time, and then moved to the upside. If we did this again, as you can see, we came all the way down here, came back and retested support. Then we could chop it sideways for a bit, slowly moving up, and then get that move upwards for the remainder of the bull run, which we could see in the next year or so once Bitcoin gets back on its bike, obviously. We could be coming up and reaching these price targets that we've seen in the price action before here. We could be looking at potentially $200 Chainlink in the next 6 months, pretty much, and potentially coming up even with the extensions here, basically going into the remainder of the bull run once the bull run gets underway again, going into the start of next year, maybe mid next year, depending on how long this cycle lasts. We could be looking at potentially an overextension here of over $500, maybe even $1,000 a token, which is something that we were looking at based on prior cycle analysis. We did say in the last cycle that Chainlink got around a 5% market dominance, which took it to a very, very nice previous all-time high. And if that was the case this time, with Bitcoin looking at maybe 200 or 300k per token, we would be looking at Chainlink at around $2,000 to $3,000. But obviously we don't think, considering the sheer amount of competition that there is in this market, and also how different market conditions are now, we wouldn't be expecting Chainlink to make those kinds of levels, because that would be obviously a very, very big ask from the current price, in our opinion, for the remainder of this bull run. But we did think that potentially $500 to $1,000 would be reasonable, especially considering how strong Chainlink's fundamentals are. They are extremely, extremely strong, and we do think that they are going to do very, very well. And as you can see, even in bear markets, we have actually basically respected in the past few years, even through the whole of 2019 here, which was a bear market pretty much, and part of 2020, all of this was considered a bear market whilst we were waiting for the Bitcoin halving, which did come halfway through 2020, as you can see, and then we did start to get a pickup for most cryptos after that, going into November, December. So these lines have been respected for the past few years, and if they did continue to be respected, it wouldn't take very long for us to be looking at some very nice price targets for Chainlink. Like, just for argument's sake here, let's just say this is at basically in a year's time. The worst case scenario for Chainlink in a year's time, we would be looking at, let's just say July here, we'd be looking at least $60 per token here in a year, at least, if these trend lines are going to be respected, which they have been for the past few years, with basically a very bullish target in a year or so's time. Obviously not considering we may get the blow off top of the bull run, which could actually invalidate potentially this trend line here that we're looking at. Maybe $400 or $500 per Chainlink, as you can see, which was one of our targets, basically going into the finale of the bull run, which is probably going to be happening sometime early next year, maybe even spring or summer, depending on how long the cycles get extended, obviously. And then, I mean, if you're looking out in the longer term, let's just say this is like 3 or 4 or 5 years down the line, we are definitely going to be looking at potentially some of these price targets the longer we go on. Obviously, this is 1 year. Let's just, for some reason, this isn't loading at the bottom, so I'm just going to do a quick bit of maths here. As you can see, let's just make a line that basically goes from July 2021 to July 2022, like this. So if we just take a look here, so this would be 1 year, 2 years, oh my goodness, 3 years, 4 years. So let's just say 4 years. In 4 years' time, 2025, we take a look at Chainlink again, and it's still respected these trend lines, just for argument's sake. Let me just get rid of these lines, because they are annoying me. And I do actually need to be able to see so I can draw this correctly. Just extending our lines out here a bit so we can see what kind of price action we would be looking at. So as you can see, let's just say this is 2025, a line somewhere around here. My goodness, I am so bad at drawing. Let's just use actual lines. So just for argument's sake, let's just say if we respected these trend lines here for the next 5 years, and we actually stayed inside these trend lines all the way until 2025, the worst case scenario, we would be looking at around $6,000 or $7,000 per Chainlink, which we think is entirely reasonable in our estimation considering what they're offering. I mean, basically all stablecoins work on Chainlink's technology, pretty much the whole of DeFi as well. Imagine in the next 5 years how much money is going to flow into DeFi. And Chainlink, in our opinion, currently extremely undervalued. So obviously very easy to get caught up in the short term, but we do like to look at that long-term perspective most of the time on our channel, because we do think the long term is where most of the money will likely most likely be made. And from what we can tell from pretty much everyone that has been holding cryptocurrency for years, if you're holding quality projects, you're probably going to do extremely well. So try not to get too caught up in the short term, because obviously the short term, anything can happen. As you can see, this is an absolute mess in comparison to when you look at longer term price action. You can kind of go, oh, okay, that looks pretty good. If I bought this in let's just say the start of January 2019 here, you're buying Chainlink for like 30-40 cents, and now it's like $17-18. Like, you're telling me in a few years that isn't an incredible gain. So it's pretty obvious in our opinion that the long term is where the most of the money will be made in cryptocurrency. So if you're buying quality projects for the long term, you're probably going to do extremely well. So that's our update today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can keep up to date with all of our videos. Remember to comment down below and be subscribed to enter into our brand new monthly giveaway for a hardware wallet. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're offering coin calls, one-to-one access to us personally, insight into our personal portfolio, daily research of crypto assets with massive potential, and access to our brand new 100x portfolio. With so many benefits, you might as well check it out below. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up, otherwise you won't receive the second stock. Scammers get worse every day, so make sure to protect yourself and your crypto online with Pure VPN. Sign up below for some big discounts. You can get access to block content and protect yourself from phishing scams with super low monthly payments and high quality speeds. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.